Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant, good Sunday evening. Welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday, late afternoon. Before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure your post notifications are turned on, make sure you're sharing on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. Much love and respect to everybody. I definitely appreciate you guys. I definitely appreciate you guys as always for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing on the channel. Again, without you guys, as I always say, there is no me. So we definitely have some breaking news, and I know a lot of content creators have already made videos on this regarding the big trade that happened early Sunday morning after the Lakers had beaten the Knicks 128-112 at Madison Square Garden. And so apparently we have a 3-team deal that involved the Utah Jazz, the Dallas Mavericks, and the Los Angeles Lakers. But the big one in particular being that Luka Doncic is now a Los Angeles Laker. He, along with Max Kleber and Markieff Morris, get traded for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first round pick that the Lakers are going to send to them. There are so many different ways that you can look at this. There's so many angles to attack it from. This is one of the more shocking trades in NBA history. Some people are already saying that it's the most shocking, but I don't know if it's the most shocking, but I definitely feel it's one of the more shocking trades in NBA history. But there's so many ways that we have to tackle this, and this is going to be a long video, so get ready because I am going to detail by detail break down why it makes sense for both teams, why it doesn't make sense for both teams, and what factors led to this trade. And I'm going to also include LeBron on this. So, according to reports by Shams Charania, LeBron James did not know about the trade while he was out with his family at dinner following beating the Knicks by double digits at the Garden. Here's why I call full la cap and full la baloney on the whole thing. The reason being is because LeBron James is co-owner of Clutch Sports, right? With Maverick Carter. Rich Paul is his agent, who happens to be working out the deals with Clutch. They have NBA players who are part of the Clutch Sports brand. Anthony Davis is one of them. Rich Paul, it was reported, actually knew about this trade happening. I honestly believe that there have been some under the rug discussions that had been happening with this trade prior to this trade even happening, which is why they decided to pull the surprise. You mean to tell me that LeBron James had no idea that this trade was going down? And my question is, why would Dave McMenamin report that LeBron had no idea about the trade if he didn't honestly know about the trade? And it's funny that it's coming from him, because when I look, guys, it definitely was blockbuster. Oh, and let me also include the fact in that 3-team trade that the Utah Jazz got what was his name? Oh, they got Jalen Hood-Schifino, and they also got the Clippers 2025 second round pick and the Mavericks 2025 second round pick. But in continuation, I'm asking myself, how in the world Anthony Davis being a client of Clutch Sports, Rich Paul pretty much doing Clutch Sports deals, that LeBron James had no idea about the trade? Ladies and gentlemen, LeBron James is not going anywhere so far for what we know. According to LeBron himself, he said that he is not planning to get himself traded, because we know what the fanboys have always said about LeBron. Oh, you know, LeBron, he plays out his contracts. Of course he plays out his contract because he doesn't want the narrative of being that, well, he actually stayed, but we knew that he was going to leave. LeBron still has a year left on his contract after this season because he signed a 2-year, $104 million deal last year, and he's making $52 million on average this year and next. So, continuing to break down on this trade, this is what doesn't make sense for me. When you look at this trade, this is why it makes sense for both teams. It makes sense for the fact that Anthony Davis gives them a dominating big man that could give you 25 to 30 points plus on any given night, and then gives you double-digit rebounding on any given night. Also, he can go back to his natural position of playing the four, because remember, Anthony Davis told reporters that he was hoping that that the Lakers would get a center so he could go back to his natural position, because he doesn't want to play the five. And it's so interesting he said that, and then he also gets traded. But there was something else that happened. But before I get into that, this is also why it makes sense. Now Kyrie gets to move into the natural point guard position, and now you have a duo of Kyrie and AD with their abilities to score. Kyrie and the Mavs, they'll be able to play a system in them where there's going to be actually more ball movement. So the ball is not actually going to be sticking. So there isn't going to be much. The ball isn't going to stick. So there's going to be more movement in the offense. And I feel like everybody's going to get a chance to shine. Jason Kidd is going to be able to implement his system, and they'll actually be able to play like a team. How far will the Mavericks go? We don't know. So now you get a guy. Also, AD brings defense to your lineup. Now, the caveat is they do have a bit too many bigs now, but at least you will get AD defensively. So you're getting a two-way player adding to your team. And now you don't have to worry about Luka dominating the basketball. So like I said, there's going to be more ball movement. Now you think about the starting five for the Mavericks, and it's going to be among the best in basketball. I still think the Mavericks do need a 3-and-D guy at the small forward position, but they will have one of the best starting fives in basketball. And Davis is going to be able to defend the paint, and he's going to be able to score in the paint. So that's definitely going to help. Also, you add AD when considering that the Mavs have beaten OKC 3 times this year. So that's important. Now let's look at it from the Lakers' perspective. You get another ball handler that can create his own shot and is able to pass the ball alongside LeBron James. But the article apparently says that they're guys who can make their teammates better. I've always said that Luka Doncic is a James Harden 2.0. And he emulates his game through LeBron James. So the benefit of this is that the Lakers have another superstar that they can build for the future. Luka's 25 years old, and they're going to have a star in uniform for the next decade. And also, Luka Doncic gives them a guy who is able to score from the perimeter and obviously is able to shoot from the three-point line. This is why it doesn't make sense for these teams. Both of them have an injury history. The only difference is that Luka is 6 years younger than AD. AD's prime, right now AD is in his prime, but you just wonder how much longer his prime is going to be. And also, Kyrie turns 33 next month. So how much longer are they going to be able to? How long is their championship ceiling going to be? And I know what the Luka fans are going to say. Luka Doncic carried the Mavs to the Western Conference Finals. He carried them to the NBA Finals. But you have to also understand something too. Luka Doncic has been out of shape for how long now? And he doesn't play defense. And he hogs the basketball. So yeah, you could talk about what he done. And Kyrie had to defer to Luka. The difference with AD is they're going to be able to play off of each other, and they're going to be able to complement each other. See, Kyrie is much more mature at this stage of his career, and he was able to defer to Luka. Kyrie had to talk to Kobe into learning how to defer to LeBron. Because like I said before, LeBron has never had to sacrifice his game or adjust his game to any team that he's played for. Everyone has had to adjust to him. I don't want to hear that LeBron did not know about the trade. If Shams Charania works for Clutch Sports, LeBron knew about the trade. Rich Paul knew about the trade, therefore LeBron knew about the trade. LeBron is putting on this facade about, oh yeah, I'm not saying that LeBron didn't have family dinner, but this whole thing of, oh, he had dinner and that he had no idea about the trade, he was told about the trade. He was told about it. It was in the works. He's just putting on the front, as I call him, the Guffafot, the greatest fraudulent front runner of all time. He's just putting on a front, acting like he didn't know about the trade. and that he's mad at the Laker organization, and now he's mad at one of the reporters from CBS Sports about the trade. It's all a front. It's all a front. This is why it doesn't make sense for both teams. AD is injury prone. He's 6 years older than Luka. The Mavs championship window, we don't know how open it's going to be. And this is a short term. The Mavericks are trying to win now. And I know people saying, oh, LeBron wants to win. Does he really want to win? I mean, think about this. If LeBron didn't know about this trade, then I guess what? Then LeBron didn't know that JJ Redick was going to be the head coach of the Lakers. LeBron James didn't know that the Lakers were going to draft Bronny. Like, please, cut the crap. Honestly, cut the crap. LeBron knew. He knew about this. So now he gets to play with another all-star because LeBron James said himself, Luka's one of his favorite players and he would love to play with Luka Doncic. Okay? You don't believe me? Well, what we're going to do is we are going to play a soundbite. Because I don't care what anybody says, LeBron did slime out Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis, to me, low-key wanted out of LA, but you're going to find out in just a sec. Okay? Now, what we're going to do, take a listen. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now take a listen to what LeBron James said about Luka Doncic just a couple of years ago, and this was at the time of the bubble, Mr. More Than an Athlete. Take a listen to what LeBron James said.
Luka is one of my favorite players in the NBA today. From the simple fact of the way I play the game is exactly how I love the way he plays the game. Team first, gets his guys involved. If you challenge me to score, I'm going to score. And at the same time, I'm going to score, and also at the same time, I'm going to keep my guys involved. But I play for the team, and I'm going to play with a sense of joy. When Luka was going through his contract negotiations with Nike, and you saw him at one point, he was wearing Jordans. He started wearing the other brands.
Other brands, you don't even say.
Yeah, I don't say other brands. He was wearing the other brands on his feet during practices in Notion. I wanted to begin Team LeBron and have Luka as my first signing with Nike.
What is he saying with that, ladies and gentlemen? He wanted Luka to be his first signing, a.k.a. I wanted to play with Luka Doncic because LeBron wants to play with all the great players. That's what LeBron James said, right?
Wow. This is what I wanted.
That's exactly what he wanted.
Luka is,
and this is why that's why LeBron's saying he's one of his favorites, because he wanted to play with Luka Doncic. And Brian Fathorse had said that it was LeBron's dream to sign Luka Doncic, to have Luka Doncic be able to play with him and have him on his brand, on the Nike brand. Like, but you're gonna sit here and tell me he didn't know about the trade? Yeah, okay. So now we're gonna listen to Anthony Davis. We're going to listen to Anthony Davis and why I believe he got traded. Take a listen to what AD has said on LeBron when Clutch Plant McMenamin interviewed AD when LeBron passed Michael Jordan for most 30-point games in NBA history. Take a listen to what AD said.
As a Chicago kid, do you have any thoughts about LeBron passing Michael Jordan for the most 30-point games in league history?
But took him 7 more seasons.
It took him 7 more seasons, and to me, that was just letting you know right there that AD was pretty much fed up with the shenanigans, because AD himself said he wanted to help bring another championship because of what people were saying in the bubble. People were saying about the bubble that the bubble title is not legit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on record as saying it doesn't matter who won the championship. There was going to be a bias among NBA fans. If the Clippers would have won the championship, Laker fans, especially Kawhi Leonard haters, would have said, y'all didn't go out and win a real title. All y'all did was win something in the bubble. But see, the LeBron fanboys didn't go like, oh, because it's LeBron. I said if Kawhi Leonard would have won it, y'all would have said that the Clippers didn't win a real title. You would have said about Kawhi, Paul George. So stop being biased. I'm on record as saying, and my subscribers know this, I don't care who won the title. It could have been Giannis. It could have been Jokic. It could have been Dame Lillard for all I care. It could have been Russ and Harden. That championship was not legit. And flip-flopping Pippen, simping Scottie Pippen, said that it was nothing but a basketball scrimmage. It was the hardest championship ever won. That's why LeBron is defending that title so much, because he knows he's chasing Michael Jordan and knows the fact that he's never going to reach to his level. So what is LeBron doing? He's stat padding at this point, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because LeBron James clearly said, and his time in LA, my career is set. This was before he played a Laker game. My career is set. Anything that I do is icing on the cake. Basically saying that he really didn't care about winning championships, because he knew that he wasn't going to catch Jordan. He knew he wasn't going to catch Jordan. And honestly, this is an indicator basically saying that his time in LA is just about done. LeBron says he's not going to request a trade. He's going to play out this season, but he's got 1 year left. So what's he going to do? What is he going to do? I told you that he wanted to play with Luka. I told you. But then the funny thing is, AD is saying that he wants to win a championship, but then look what this clown Dave McMenamin does. Now take a listen to this. How do you indirectly tell somebody that you're traded and you guys are under the same brand? Clutch plant Dave McMenamin telling Clutch client AD. Now take a listen to this.
Does it make you think about what you're accomplishing here, or maybe what you could accomplish with what's left of your Laker tenure?
What? Why would you say some shady stuff like that? In other words, you basically knew that he got traded, and you're one of LeBron's boys, aren't you, Mr. McMenamin? Which means, I don't care what you guys say, LeBron knew about the damn trade. Because listen to AD's reaction.
Like I'm about
Check your phone.
And then somebody said, check your phone at the end? One of the reporters just told AD to check his phone. Ain't that some shady you know what? That's crazy. He said about your tenure in LA, and he says, yo, you're making it seem like if I'm about to get traded. Now, I will say this. Who knows if this was another way of basically saying like AD wanted out and everybody's just playing a role. I mean, that possibly could be it too. Who knows? It definitely could be. But my point is, ladies and gentlemen, people are going to blame Rob Pelinka, of course. But think about this. Why, with the Lakers 9 games above 500, both Luka and AD injured, I've never heard of 2 injured players getting traded for each other at the same time like that. That's really wild. And the Lakers are 9 games above 500. Now my question is, are the Lakers? I know, and they just got Jared Vanderbilt back a couple of games ago. What's going to happen? Are the Lakers going to free fall? Are the Lakers going to? Because the thing is, by bringing in Luka, the Lakers now suck on defense. They don't have interior defensive presence, and also you're hurting yourself on the perimeter now because your point guard, who's 6'7", can't play defense neither. Very slow-footed. Yeah, he can score the basketball. And LeBron was just telling you how Luka is team first. I said, yeah, Luka is a good locker room guy when it comes to how he gets along with his teammates, but I'm sorry, LeBron slimeballed AD, because how is it that people within your own brand, Clutch brand, just snake you like that in public, in front of reporters and talking about that you indirectly got traded? Like, what is that? Like, I've never seen that before like that. What does this mean for LeBron James? What does this mean for Bronny James? Like I said, the Mavs, I feel like they're a piece away from really being contended. Like they have a deep team, I'm sorry. Their starting lineup is good. I like PJ Washington a lot. I still feel like they can upgrade their bench a bit, and I still feel like they could get, like I said, a 3-and-D guy, small forward. The Lakers are missing bigs. Now remember, Dwight Howard has been calling for the Lakers to sign him, but I know the Lakers are not going to sign him. They're not going to sign him. And my question is, what big is out there that is really going to sign with the Lakers? And it's going to be like, well, the Lakers need Miles Turner, but my question is now, who are you going to trade to get Turner? Do the Lakers have any assets that they can trade for Miles Turner? Look, D'Lo's gone. Now AD is gone. And remember, D'Lo had the best plus minus on the Lakers, but in all actuality, he had to go. But anyway, D'Lo's gone. You can't blame D'Lo. Darvin Ham's gone. You can't blame Darvin Ham. Russell Westbrook's gone, so you can't blame Russ. Now you traded Anthony Davis, who was your most important piece to the bubble title. But remember, who got all the credit? LeBron James. Stat padded against a weak Miami Heat team. And Anthony Davis had a dominant playoff run, but instead of him getting Finals MVP, they intentionally froze him out so LeBron could get his full Finals MVP. But you're gonna say LeBron cares about his teammates, about his teammates shining. If LeBron cares so much, he would have had his 4th championship and let AD get that Finals MVP and would have said AD's the reason we would have won. Do you really hear LeBron come out and say, "Oh, AD is the reason that we won the bubble title"? You never hear that. You never hear that. Or people say LeBron carried AD to it. How is it that LeBron carried AD when AD was acquired from the Pelicans to help LeBron? This is why I continue to say that it's all about LeBron, because people are saying, oh, Kyrie was trying to recruit LeBron to Dallas. But remember, the media kept saying, oh, we got to get Kyrie to the Los Angeles Lakers. Like I said before, it's all about LeBron. It's all about LeBron. So now, okay, so let's say that LeBron got finessed. That's basically now saying, with how much say-so LeBron once had in the with the front office, I guess he doesn't have that much say-so. Or is it that Rob Pelinka and LeBron really don't see eye to eye? Maybe it's because Rob Pelinka was a former agent of Kobe Bryant and he doesn't want to see LeBron win a 5th championship. That's what the LeBron fanboys are saying. But at the end of the day, LeBron is a snake because he damn well knew about the trade. He knew about the trade. This whole thing of, oh, I'm eating family dinner, and I was shocked to hear it. Why would Dave McMenamin report that? Shams Charania report that, and they both work for Clutch. And Dave McMenamin indirectly tells AD in front of his face about his tenure with the Lakers, as if it's a distant memory now that it's time to move on. And then one of the reporters tells AD, check your phone. What? Yo, that is some. If that ain't shady, I ain't telling you what. And I just gave you the audio proof, ladies and gentlemen. And it's one of the most shocking things to happen. And this also just lets you know that we are not done yet. So I feel like there's a lot more coming up within this Thursday's trade deadline. So we're going to see what possibly are the Lakers going to do. But the thing is also, some people are like, oh, LeBron going to the Mavs. There's no way LeBron going to the Mavs, because now you're adding a max player in Kyrie, a max player in AD, and then a max player in LeBron. Ain't no way. Not going to be able to pay that, because apparently I heard that this also had to do with Luka getting the max contract. Now, Luka is 25, but like I said before, as great of a career he's had already in his young career, and he's definitely already on pace to be in the Hall of Fame. But my problem is Luka, again, is not a two-way player, and he dominates the basketball. Like, can Luka play in a system? Is Luka going to be able to play off the ball? My thing is, how are two ball dominant players going to be able to play? See, the thing was, who's going to defer? At 40 years old, is LeBron going to defer to Luka, who's 25? Or is Luka going to defer to LeBron and they're running everything through a 40-year-old? I told you, the LeBron James system again in effect, but now you got the LeBron and you got the LNL, the LeBron and Luka system. I got to see what other trades that they're going to do, and we're going to have to see if this works. But we'll definitely find out. But anyway, Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Louis with another one. This is my breakdown on the trade situation scenario. I just feel like it's just crazy that this happened on the right after the Knicks won, and LeBron apparently was having to eat dinner, but you will definitely see as a result of the video. Anyway, there's a lengthy video, but I just had to do the full breakdown of the trade. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching.